Hey, I want to finish with this because his name's been talked about so much and wanted to get your take. I mean, the Angels are in this like weird spot where they're kind of close to a wild card, but their schedule's brutal coming up. I mean, I'll just tell you, like, I know you don't want to necessarily trash the team and you've played against them, but like, I don't think they're a playoff team. And their fans have gone through a lot. Like, can you imagine you're rooting for a ball club? They've got the generational player, then they get the next generational player. They don't even sniff the playoffs. This year, like, they're a little closer than usual. So, what do you think? I mean, I'm not going to say like what would you do if you're the Angels, but what do you think someone like Ohtani is going through right now? Where forget what he does on the field, no one can relate to that. But like going through free agency coming up, you're more talked about than anyone. Everyone's pulling at you. Oh, and you might be traded.
Yeah. I don't envy his situation. Obviously there's part of it, his contract situation come this offseason will be envious, but like
Yeah.
he's got a really difficult situation that he has going through, like exactly how I am. Like, am I gonna get traded? Am I not gonna get traded? Where are we moving to? I know, he said multiple times, I really want to be on a winner. You saw that fire when he hit that homer off the King. Like you could see he wants to do it in Anaheim, but I know he thinks that it's not going to happen in Anaheim. So would he prefer to go somewhere for 2 months and try and win and then figure out the contract situation, or would he rather kind of just worry about this free agency, which would be the craziest of all time? I don't know what he's going through, and it is crazy. I know you didn't ask me if I were the Angels, I would probably trade him and get the kind of pieces you can get to try and spring into next year. But obviously they're not asking me, and I'm not Arnie Moreno, so I'm not in charge of the team, and they'll do what they're going to do. And if I'm gonna be with Seattle, I would prefer him to be out of Anaheim for the next 7 games.
That's fair.
Sure.
True.
So if I'm staying, then I would prefer him to go, and that will give us a lot better chance of beating them in our games as we play them a couple times.
Hey, you're not the only one. I mean, we had Mookie Betts on Friday, and he was like, they have to trade him. He was like, how are they not trading this guy? Just more talking about it from a fan perspective of we see this in our game today. If a player is leaving you, right, and it's pretty much certain, you need to get something back for your fan base to look forward to in the future and not think as an owner, I don't want to be the guy that traded this player away for 2 months and he hit 60 home runs. But like, do you want to be the guy that gives your fan base another 5 to 7 years of bad baseball?
But is Arnie Moreno trying to sell the team like he was last year? There's your like,
Right.
I don't.
Yeah.
It's not my team. It's not my decision. I have never made business decisions like he has. That's a business decision that, if he's trying to sell the team in a couple of months, your best stock is with Shohei there for the last 2 months as people try and follow. He's going to hit 60. If he hits 60, 61, 62, 63 at home, you'll have people lined up at the door. There'll be 80,000 people. There'll be people sitting on the rocks, for goodness sakes. So, I don't envy anybody in that situation trying to figure out what they're going to do. I feel bad for everybody. I feel bad for everybody. It's a tough decision. It's a no-win situation, and those are disappointing, unfortunately.
No, you're right. And also, yeah, like if you're trying to sell a team, you want to make the most money possible. You're making more money if he's still on your team for the rest of the season. So, yeah, it is like a whole web of conflict going on there, which glad we get to just talk about it for fun.
Yes, much better to be in these seats just playing GM than actually being the GM right now. That's for sure.
It's fun. We spend so much money of everyone else's money every day on the show, which is great because it's not ours. So
The best.
Hey, Paul,
That's
great
the best
catching
way
up,
to play
dude.
GM is with an unlimited budget.
Exactly. Yes.